Yeah, good afternoon. It's Jim from jagfx.com. It is Saturday, the 30th of April, 2022. This is just my weekly analysis video where we have a look at the daily time frame on the Forex pairs that I'm trading using the high probability and divergence trading methods from my books. So basically, we just go over everything, all the trades that are open, and we'll have a look at some other pairs in it. As usual, if you do like the video, please hit the like or subscribe button. That would be greatly appreciated. As I always say, just kick the bucket. As I always say, not the best videos on the planet, but they get the message across, and that's the main thing. Just keep in mind also that all these trades are called live at the time in the Facebook group, Telegram channels, and Family Man Trading's Discord channel. So anyone's more than welcome to join any of those groups. Screenshots are taken of every setup, and they are posted in a shared folder also. So there's been over 1,000 trades called. I'll have to check that number one day because there is a few there. All right, so first up, what we normally do is have a look at the news for the week ahead. It is a big week. So especially for you day traders, be on your toes. All right, let's have a look. So we start May the 2nd. There's a holiday in the UK. I'm thinking that might be May Day or Labor Day. I'm not sure what they call it. So not much happens too early, but we got ISM manufacturing numbers out of the US. This is just a Forex factory economic calendar. It's free. You can set it up to suit your local time. So this is all in my local time, which is, I'm in Cambodia at the moment, Phnom Penh. So this is all in Cambodian time, which is the same as Vietnam, which is the same as Thailand. But anyway, so Tuesday, all right, here it starts to get interesting. Interest rates, Australia, first one. And they're expecting a rise. So here we have, this is big news. So that's big on Tuesday. US, out of the US, JOLTS, JOLTS, job openings, no idea what that is. If you want to know what something is, just click on this little here and it just opens up and tells you what it is and what the results are, etc. So you just click on that little envelope there, it shows you. All right, New Zealand employment numbers or unemployment rate on Wednesday. Then it starts getting real busy. ADP, non-farm employment change out of the US later that night, but the big one later that night or early the following morning, it's 1 a.m. normally for me. Thursday, federal fund rate, which is the US interest rates, and they're expecting a 0.5% rate rise. So be careful. That's a biggie. That's a market mover. And that's followed by interest rates out of the UK the next later that day, and they're expecting a rate rise. So more big news. So this is a big week. This will get the market hopping. And doesn't stop. Friday, Canadian unemployment numbers and US non-farm payrolls employment numbers. So this is a huge week of news. I've probably said that about 4 times now. You get the idea. If anyone says to me, oh, why'd the pound move so much on Thursday? Give yourself an uppercut. It's a big week of news, so just be careful, especially if you're trading on the lower time frames. All right. Before we get on the charts, let's just bring up this Word document. A lot of you have seen my trade setups and stuff, but this is just a Word document. It explains what the settings are, what the different colors are. Pause the video, have a read of this. Take a screenshot if you wish. It just explains what the moving averages are. The QMP filter, which is the red and green dots on the chart. It's a combination of MACD Platinum and the QQE Advanced. Red trend lines normally confirmed or forming bearish divergence. Green is bullish or divergence. Blue trend line is something that interests me. Grey vertical lines are like a warning. Sells are normally in red, buys are normally in blue. Stop loss is red dotted line, and big numbers like a round number or an important number, normally big green dashed horizontal line. The MACD Platinum, which is the indicator at the bottom, I should change that to bottom indicator. I'll say middle. I don't know why there's only one indicator on there. Bottom indicator. There we go. Saves me doing it. So the MACD Platinum's the bottom indicator. It's a zero lag MACD. Oscillates around a zero level, which you see in the charts. Generally, I'm looking to sell when it's above the zero level and buy when it's below the zero level. So let's get on to the charts so we can find them. This is TradingView. I use this for all my analysis. This is my watch list on the right. You'll see it when I scroll through it. You can see lines drawn on the chart. Now, if it's not highlighted, it means there's no trade on. If it's highlighted in orange, means there's something I specifically want to talk to you about in this video. Highlighted in blue means there's a trade on. I've taken no action. light blue, there's a trade on, I've taken some action. So that's just what that means. It's just so I know. But I'll go through every pair today, so we'll just have a look. So we'll start with Oz Swiss. These are in alphabetical order, and I go through them in alphabetical order. So if you want to fast forward or something like that, just follow me going down this list here. All right, so Oz Swiss, there's no trade on. So I'm preparing, starting to draw trend lines. You can see this blue trend line up here. It's just a double, triple top, an area of resistance. That sell, I was tempted to take it. The MACD was below the zero level, too far for me. These are zero levels, so I'm looking to buy generally when it's below the zero level and sell when it's above the zero level. So you can see it oscillates around the zero level like any oscillator. And all this is zero lag MACD. Now, I didn't take the sell, so we're just waiting in limbo at the moment. In the meantime, we have hidden bullish divergence forming. You can see it there, but nothing's confirmed until we get a green QMP dot. So I just keep on adjusting this, adjusting this, adjusting this. If it's no longer valid, then I'll just delete it. So it's just a bit of preparation every day. Just check the charts every day and just adjust lines, etc. All right, Aussie Yen, here we have a trade on. All right, what we have, normally the most recent trade is, my notes are on the right. So you'll see the pair, the date the trade was taken, which direction the trade is, and my thoughts about the trade. Like I say, just pause the video and read my notes if you can't understand me, if English is not your first language, or you just want to have a look at things, just pause the video. So this first trade was a buy back here. And like I said, I call these all at the time, so it would have been called on that opening or close to the opening that day, and it's done well. The stop for that trade is here. In the meantime, I've taken a sell up here, a high risk trade against the trend. The moving averages sort of dictate the trend. You can see it's going up. So it's a high risk trade, stops up just above the high here. It went in my favor initially, good towards the MAs, didn't come close enough to the MAs where normally I'd close out half, and it's bounced up. Now it's bounced back down again. So it's still red on the MACD platinum below the zero level. So, all right, what I'll do here today, we're going to do something. We're going to take some action to reduce the risk here. We'll bring the stop right down. So we're putting the stop just above the highs here, these two little highs. We had bullish. Now we had a bearish candle on Friday. So if it now turns around and stops me out, so be it. It's only a small loss, and I've still got this partial buy on, which is good because I like to be in the buy trade still because we're in an uptrend. But if this was to push up high, you'd want to see it break this high here. But we're looking good on the Aussie Yen, both trades in profit at the moment. Aussie USD, we're still in this sell. We did take a buy in here. It was stopped out for a loss, but we're still in this partial sell. So I'm going to bring the stop down. I think, where's my stop? It's in here somewhere. Probably, missed it. I'll just move that out the way while I find my stop. There it is here. So let's bring this down. I'm going to bring it down into here. So we're just going to lock in a bit of profit. I'll just bring that entry level in there. So we're just locking in a bit of profit. It's just above this high, this candle here. The moving average is starting to roll over. The MACD has been below the zero level a long time. I'm going to try and pick up the second buy here. But this big number here is the 75 cent level, and this is a 70 cent level. So this will be interesting to see if this bounces off here again or just blows through it. You can see it's bounced off here, it's bounced off here, went up to the 75, didn't really push through too far before it came down, had a couple of sort of goes at it, now it's on the way down. So even though we took a loss in this buy, we're still in the sell here and locking in profit. All right, CAD Swiss, it's highlighted in orange. Yeah. And we discussed this in one of the groups. I'm not sure. I think it might have been the Facebook group. Someone said about you're getting stopped out by a couple of pips. Here's a classic example. So we're in a buy here. So I can read about my buy here. It's a little bit messy to read, I know, but it's just between the lines there. This is just this blue line here. It's just this previous, I think, support or resistance. Let's just have a look, see what we're. Yeah, you can see across here and even further. 2, 3. Yeah, look at this. Bang, 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 bang. Through it. Now, maybe, who knows. But anyway, I digress. So we're in a buy here, which is good. Stops in place there. So we're locking in profit on the buy. Can't lose on the buy. Took a sell here. This is this most recent one, 26th of April. High risk trade is trading against the uptrend. And look at that. Stopped that by about a pip and a half there. So that's why I just leave the setup, the stop in place to show you guys that it was stopped out, and it went up there, spiked through my stop. Now it's starting to head back down again. One of those things. So I'll highlight that in purple, and I'll just tidy up the chart after the video. Like I said, I'll just leave it on there to show you. I was stopped out. It's all very transparent, but we're still in a buy. And what am I doing the buy? Nah, just leave my stop where it is. I don't want to. Generally, I like to keep my stop between the sort of the moving averages, but I could bring it up a little bit higher, but it's only locking in a few more pips. Not really worth it. Euro Swiss, this one was just a sell taken here. You could say it's a double top or a bit of divergence there, hidden bearish divergence. Stops up here, it went in my favour a little bit, but then it's bounced up on Friday. So we're just on the wrong side at the moment, no big deal. Give it a few days. MACD Platinum still above the zero level, so all good. Euro Pound, highlighted in orange, there's a reason for that, stopped out. Took a buy here. It was a higher risk, slightly higher risk as the market's trending down. You can see the moving averages are heading down. It was all a bit sideways in here, but there was nice hidden bullish divergence. Took the buy, went up, had this bearish candle, had this bearish candle. I decided to bring the stop up. I called that, and I was actually stopped out on the Thursday by a pip or two, and I thought, and it bounced up. I went, oh, here we go again, another 2 pip stop. But Friday it's come right down. It's back in that stop area. What's the stop at? 83, 837. If you look at the low over here, what's that? 83, 82. So yeah, definitely taken out anyway. So I can relax now. It's taken out twice. In the meantime, we're probably looking for a sell here. We didn't take out the previous high. MACD Platinum's above the zero level, but we've got no trade signal yet. And just on a side note, for Monday, there is no new trade signals. And like I say every week, with TradingView, if there is a new trade signal, TradingView shows it, whereas MT4, MT5 don't until the actual Monday open. That's one thing I do like about TradingView. So that's been stopped out for a small loss. I'm not sure if you would have taken half. It didn't go up high enough for me. I was sort of aiming for this previous high that's sort of taken out half, but my initial stop was down here somewhere. So I've dragged the stop right up there, reduced it. If it was like a 1% risk there, it's now, well, we've lost about 0.2% of a trade. So it's a restricted loss. Euro USD, another one that's highlighted, and it's the reason it's highlighted this buy, the most recent signal, the 21st high risk trade is trading against the trend, but there was divergence there, and there still is at the moment. So we've got the support. Regular bullish divergence. So it was just regular bullish divergence, and it's still there. But the good thing is we're in a sell from the 14th of Feb, so that's this one here. So there's the entry, there's a stop for that. And we're in a sell from the 4th of April, so that's this one here. So they were both called at the time. Stop for both are in this area. Actually, I might just bring the stop down a little bit. Probably about there, just lock in a bit of, put them on the same spot. So the stop's just between the 50 and the 100 moving average. So the sells, both sells can't lose. We lost on the buy, but I'll be looking for another buy. The MACD Platinum's below the zero level. So the stop's there. So it's only a small loss, not a huge one. But I'll tidy that chart up after just to show you I was stopped out on the buy, but we're still looking good in the sells. Pound CAD, no trades on. I'm sort of kicking myself for not taking the sell still. The reason I didn't take it, the trend's down, I know. MACD Platinum's above the zero level, I know. But price probably didn't go back close enough to the moving averages. I would have liked to have just seen a bit higher or even touch, but it just didn't. And the sell presented, in hindsight, I probably should have taken it. But yeah, now we're setting up looking for a potential buy here. We've got lower lows on price and higher lows on the MACD Platinum at the moment. Nothing's been confirmed, but Friday suggests that there's a big bullish candle there. So we'll just wait and see. Pound yen, we are in a trade. We're in 2 trades. We're in a buy from the 15th of March. So it's this one here. Again, called at the time. Stop for that is up here now. It's been there for a while. I moved it after this bullish candle here. I dragged it up. The sell, we've already took the sell, and here's a good example of price it's a high risk trade against the trend. All right, so no dramas. That's obvious. The trend's up. Taking a regular bearish divergence there. Took the sell. Price hits that moving average. Close half. Pull your stop down. That's what I call it at the time. So that just makes sense to me. This grey line here was a sell attempt also. It didn't work out. Stopped out. So no dramas, but this second one's good. We've already closed half, and we're even if we lose on the second half, no big deal, because overall the sell would have been a profit, and we're still locking in profit on the buy, so all good. New Zealand CAD, nothing happening. I'm still kicking myself for getting out this sell a bit too early. In the meantime, this has just fallen off a cliff, and you can see the last was a red dot. It's just been... it's broken this previous low here, so you can probably move this down, have a look here. So, broken the previous low, so it's just heading down now. New Zealand yen. This was one that I thought about taking this sell here. Again, it wasn't... The MACD Platinum's a long way below the zero level, and so I didn't take it. Getting close to the moving averages, but there was divergence there. Didn't take it now. In the meantime, the MACD Platinum's below the zero level, so we're setting up for potential buy with this potential hidden bullish divergence. Friday's candle suggests it's not going to turn around anytime soon, but it probably pull back a bit and then bounce back up. We'll see. New Zealand USD. All right, we're still in. I'm going to ditch this pair off my watch list because it's too correlated with the Aussie USD. But in the meantime, we're in the sell. This is the most recent trade that's still on, the 7th of April. That's this one here. That was a high-risk trade, slightly high risk, as we had highs. So MACD's going down, price is going up. Took the sell. In here, I took a buy. There's nice hidden bullish divergence there. That was to that point, yep. Took the buy, and it got stopped out. We lost. But in the meantime, dragged the stop down on the sell, so we're offsetting the loss on the buy with this sell trade that's still on. And these levels here is the 70 cent and the 65 cent. We're blowing through the 65 cent, and we'll see how it goes. We've taken out this previous low also, so we'll just see how far it goes. But I'm looking to buy and drag this stop down on the sell as far as I can and lock in some profit. All right, let's just keep on going. Gold's highlighted. There's a reason for that. Another one that's going to peeve me. It's highlighted in orange because I was stopped out of my buy. So I took this buy back here on 8th of Feb. Went nicely. This level here is the 2000 level, which you can see it blew through there initially, but then comes straight back down. It's a big number on gold, 2000. This level here is the 1800 level. It was a level that was... Gold was stuck out for a long time. If you go left, have a look. It just bounced around that 1800 level for a fair while. So that's why that's highlighted. So in the meantime, I took this buy. I've dragged my stop up here, and it got stopped out during the week, early in the week. Sort of kicking myself for not taking that sell there. It was someone suggested I should have, and in hindsight, even the day after, I sort of said I should have taken it. Because really you're bouncing off the 2000 level, which you just touched there again, and that sell. The thing that threw me was we're already at the moving averages, and they're sort of in an uptrend, and the MACD Platinum's right in the zero level. And as you'll see with its poor cousin silver, it's exactly the same thing. Should have taken the sell. All right, so I didn't. So yeah, look, the trends move pretty well. Just the QMP dots. If you just traded the QMP dots on a lot of these daily charts, let's have a look at the New Zealand yen. I'll just pick one. You just traded that dot, you can make plenty. Just trading the dot. It's not hard. But anyway, I digress. So here is silver, nothing doing, waiting on a potential setup. At the moment, we're looking at potential hidden bullish divergence. If this keeps on dropping though, it's no longer valid, might be a support level, or if it keeps going like that, it's no longer, just remove the trend lines, all right? It's just a bit of preparation, as I say. Now, these three bottom, it's just more out of curiosity. I've been saying it for months, but I am going to trade the US dollar. I'm just sick of the correlation in Forex at the moment. It just seems that everything moves the same way, so I just might as well go with the number one pair, like the US dollar's involved in over 70% of trades in Forex, so I might as well trade it. So I've just been following it, as you know. Every week I make mention of the signals, and I'm not trading it as yet, but I have set up a watch list to do it. So you can see here, these are the valid signals. The last one was a sell, and if you weren't stopped out, you would have closed it out on this reversal. The US dollar's been on look at that, bang, up there. That could all change come Thursday, though, with the US interest rates. US 500, the stock market. Look at this. This is interesting. This is the previous low, and early in the week, come down, hit that low. That line's been there for a while, and bang, up she goes. Then Friday back down out of the game, so it looks like it's having another go at it. Last signal was a buy. You should have been out of it, at least if you weren't stopped out. Your stop would have been in here somewhere. On that reversal signal, would have been out. That's the US stock market. Is the previous high, or there's a high up there, but she seems to be dropping a bit at the moment. And Bitcoin is the final one. It's going nowhere fast. It's stuck around the 40,000 level, and it has been for a while. At least doesn't seem to be as correlated to the US stock market as it normally is, but it's a pretty similar sort of pattern. Here we go, this low here again, so we'll see if just keep that line on there, see how we go. So that's it for the charts, guys. It's not a great deal happening, is there? So I'll bring up that Word document again. Where is it? High probability. If you're a bit confused or you're just wondering what some of the lines meant, etc., just have a read of that again. I'll just scroll down a bit so you can have a read. You can take screenshots, but it's pretty simple. Any questions anyone's got, you can hit me up in the Facebook group, Telegram channels, or the Discord channel, Twitter. Email me if you wish. I'm accessible. I'm on the laptop, on my computer most of the day, every day, so it's no dramas. Like I say, I call all these trades live, and if you want to discuss any other type of trade setups, I'm happy to chat with you. And the other thing I get questioned a lot is about which broker. Look, Forest Park FX. I don't know what anyone's circumstance is. They will do. They're professionals. Doesn't cost you anything. You just contact them. They get paid by the broker. So if you have a problem with your broker, and they've helped you set up a relationship with that broker, and you have a problem with them, they'll act on your behalf. I've used them for years, and they've solved a couple of problems for me. And I'll also get cash rebates depending on how much volume I trade. So it's all good. But that's the best thing. The biggest thing with me is brokers, because I've been ripped off with unregulated brokers many years ago, and it's never going to happen again. All right, guys, it's Saturday. I've got to go out and meet up with some English friends. They want to watch some football, drink some beer. Not my thing, really. Not the football part, anyway. So enjoy your weekend. Stay safe wherever you are, and thanks for watching, and I'll chat to you during the week. Cheers.